And let's check out that map. So I want to get that. Never mind. I'll stick with that because I don't want that little bitty gray spot there. Make sure there's nothing over here that I'm missing. That looks good. I'd like to come in through here. Now, do I want to do that road or... I think we'll do that one. And might as well finish that off. Just double check real quick. Looks good, let's do it. I'm ready for that sun to come up already. little bit too fast for that. Just trying to think of things to talk about. Well, I was talking about earlier. Actually, it doesn't actually just stop with protest. You could even put something like that. Look at the way the news represents certain circumstances as well. They know what sells. And unfortunately, it's usually the cases that don't happen very often and happen to such an extreme that it actually makes people stop and go, wow, I can't believe that actually happened. And sometimes I don't know, I question the motives of those individual topics that get brought up and the way they get brought up as well. I mean, are they covering that particular topic because it's really all that important and things that people need to watch out for? Why did they cover the topic the way they did? You know, they could have worded it a little bit different. But no, it seems to me the majority of the time it's going to be covering something that is going to shock the crowd, you know. And it's usually a negative thing. It's usually not very positive. And in a lot of circumstances, it really makes you question the motive of the reason they actually chose that particular topic and why they brought it up the way they did. I'd like to give examples, but I also want to do my best to keep the channel free from politics, but I guess in a way, I guess that is political. More of a conspiracy, I guess, than actual politics. Slow down. Goodness. This trailer must be pretty heavy. I'll check it out here in a second. Oh, I hope I don't hit this guy. Good, he was paying attention. Good day, sirs. Yeah, I took that corner a little too wide. Actually, I probably should have stopped and waited for him to pass. In real life, I don't think I would have stopped and waited for him to pass. Well, it would depend on how long the trailer is. Some of those trailers are so long you would have to actually come out that wide. But I don't know, the game in a way kind of seems a little bit cramped. These roads seem a little bit cramped at times, making it hard to make certain turns where you would actually be able to in normal life. Or at least I think you would. Yeah, I lost where I was at. I was chasing rabbits. No, it's interesting to see how one effect trickles down, and how one's motives can have a pretty big impact on the way other people look at things. guess one way you could look at it would be like, I set up a protest and I get people involved and all that, and I do so I make it look as peaceful as I can, but yet antagonize a little bit, kind of get them on the aggressive side. It's amazing how that, is this guy going to turn to go in? Yep, he is. Oh, stop. Yeah, I can set it up to be peaceful, but yet do it in kind of an antagonizing way in hopes to drive people to be aggressive, I guess. And that little bit of aggression kind of trickles down. Maybe he's got some friends and stuff and he gets them motivated, and that aggression kind of trickles down and goes down a little bit farther until eventually something actually breaks out and happens. Oh man, maybe I can cut it sharp enough. Nice. Way too fast. Yeah, let's check out our cargo. That's not that heavy. Straw bales. Guess I'm just not paying attention. So yeah, things can trickle down. A little bit of aggression turns into quite a bit of an aggression, and then you throw into the mix of that somebody that is going to be protesting alongside of you because they know that protest is going there and they want to be on the opposite side of it. That little bit of what started out as a little bit of an aggression, all of a sudden you've got a pretty big incident on your hands. It's hard to say. I mean, do we blame it on the people that are leading the protest? Maybe they could do a better job of how they go about it, or is it us, the people, that are following them, but yet are just, we need to step back. Have we gotten to that point where we're just so aggressive that we can't control ourselves? Going to a peaceful event and we're allowing things to happen that shouldn't happen. We're allowing our emotions to take over. I find it also interesting, some of the news reports that you see of people that were caught on the sidelines of a protest, and they claim that they didn't even know it was going on, and yet something bad happened to them. I find that interesting as well. To me, if I saw a large group of people, I would be looking at what they're doing, and if I see a bunch of signs hanging up, that's my cue that I don't really want to be, at least for me, in that particular area at that particular time. I find it hard to believe that the protests going on within a block radius and people are totally unaware of it. Especially with all the shouting, the chanting. I mean, it's a large group of people. Now you could want want to have that feeling, or you could get that feeling of wanting to go out there and figure out what's going on, but it wouldn't take a genius to know, okay, these guys are here, they're here as a group of people chanting, and it's only a matter of time before something goes wrong. I'm not saying that the people that are chanting and raising their voices and all are going to be the ones that cause it, but that somebody is going to be on the opposite end of that, also wanting to partake in that to prevent that from happening. And me, having seen a lot of the stuff that goes on, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near it for my own safety. Of course, you have cameras and all that being thrown into the picture, and somebody could be recording and they got you in the shot. Now, whether or not you actually intended to be there for whatever reason, you're in the shot. You're a part of that protest, whether you're for it or against it. It'd be very easy to include you on that. It would be it'd be pretty easy for somebody that maybe they go and they work out a lot or something, and they enjoy wearing camos or whatever for whatever reason. Maybe they were ex-military or whatever, and they just have a set that they like to wear because when you're in the military, obviously you use those. So yeah, you decide one day you're gonna go out and work out. You're wearing your camos or whatever, and you get caught on the sidelines of one of those protests. Regardless of how you feel about the protest or anything, well, I just want to stand back on the sidelines, just see what's going on. And you're sitting there wearing camos, and you get caught on television. Something went wrong. You were one of the last people that were on television, and you happen to be wearing camos. That could lead to a couple of questions right there. Because that's some of the stuff they look for. Who's out of place. It could be totally innocent, but yet not so innocent to somebody that's going through and looking at pictures and photos trying to figure out what went wrong. So yeah, in a way I do feel sorry for people that get caught on the sidelines, and in a way I really don't. Like I said, it's kind of hard to be caught on the sidelines, and if you're there for more than a few seconds before realizing what's going on, turning around and walking away, there kind of lead to your own demise on that. I guess I better start slowing down. I'd have to say, I guess that's what I really don't like about politics. Is, hang on, I'm gonna make this turn first. Is the fact that you can have somebody that claims to be for something, but yet have exterior motives as to why they're for that particular scenario. They could be for something, But yet, if they look at the big picture, they'll be like, well, you know what? If I'm against this, it might actually help me in the long run, because it will help me get to doing something else that I'm really for or against. It probably doesn't make sense, but hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from on that. Like I said, I'd love to give examples, but I kind of want to keep the channel free from that. We're getting close, less than 100. Yeah, so we'll drop this trailer off and scout out the town, and should have enough money to buy the bar and lights that go on top. Or no, wait, it was the grill. The grill is what we were after. Oh boy. Too fast. Road rage is another big topic. That's pretty interesting. You know, I mean, you could have, let's just say you have somebody driving down the road, and maybe they're doing something they shouldn't be, like talking on the phone or something, or maybe reach back to correct their kids or whatever, and accidentally end up cutting somebody off. It's interesting to see how we handle those situations. I mean, here we just have somebody that just, you know, they cut us off, so we're thinking, well, this person's either got to be rude, surely they did it on purpose, and it could have been a total accident. And the amount of anger things like that bring into our lives, that's I don't know, I'm slow to anger as it is, but I have a hard time understanding why it is people get mad about that. I mean, to the point that they're actually willing to chase down another vehicle and, you know, really lay into that person. which is a pretty dangerous situation. You're pretty much, in my opinion, you're laying your own life on the line when you do stuff like that. Yeah, you got cut off. Okay, there's a little bit of anger there, but if you actually go and chase somebody down, you're in no more of a right than what they did, whether it be on purpose or accident. Oh, I gotta go under. We need to learn to control our aggression better than we are. This road rage, that can lead to some dangerous stuff. Chasing down a person, you're escalating what could happen in the event. And in very good chance that it could cost you your life, or could very well turn into an incident where you did something that later on you're not going to be too proud of. I had one incident. I don't think it was road rage. It just kind of scared me a little bit. I just pulled out of a gas station, and I was approaching a red light, and it was probably about a quarter mile from the gas station. All of a sudden, I look up, and there was a car full of people, and they're all honking and waving their arms. And hang on, I better slow down. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, they were all honking and waving their arms, and I got to looking, I didn't recognize anybody that was in the vehicle, so rather than deciding to go, keep on going and going home, I figured, you know what, I'll just drive down a residential area and see if these people follow me. And sure enough, I mean, they were in the left-hand lane, I was in the right-hand lane, and I decided to go ahead and turn into a residential area, and then just kind of work from there, see if they keep following me or whatever. And sure enough, they ended up turning, coming back around, and then following me down the residential area. And here I am, I'm like, oh great. I don't know what's coming. But I got lucky. From there I decided, okay, it was time to proceed to the police station. I didn't know what was going on. All I knew is it was people that I had never seen before in my life that I could tell, and they were following me. So I decided it was time to go to the police station. But fortunately, when I came out of the residential area and started heading that way, they left. So yeah, if you're ever in that situation, going home is not something you want to do if you can avoid it. No, it could have been totally legit. You know, maybe I had a tail light that was out. Maybe my exhaust was smoking and flaming or something. I don't know. I wasn't going to take that chance. I don't think it would have been road rage because, like I said, I pulled out of the gas station and nobody was honking or anything when I did that, so I don't think I missed anything. I don't know what happened between me leaving the gas station and arriving about a quarter to a half mile down the road at a red light. Mm, yeah, I guess we'll go this way. I think um, well, actually, two words that would keep us out of a lot of trouble too. You know, just say I'm sorry if you do something if you do something, you make a mistake or whatever, and angers somebody. Just two words. I'm sorry. Usually that'll solve a lot of our problems instead of reverting that anger and also getting angry back at them. It seems like these lights are out quite a bit. Too fast. Alright, let's check on those upgrades. What was the grill, I believe? Yep. I think I'm gonna stick with, well, I guess we'll go with that one. Throw some lights on it. Anything else? I don't really care about side steps. Hard to see anyways. I think that'll do it. And then what do we need next? 33,000. Alrighty. Ooh, left us with 3,000. Got lights on, get our... We do have a beacon. And auxiliaries. Alright, let's finish this out. Grab us another load. Probably the last one for today. Alright, let's see what we got. I really want to be down here somewhere. Birmingham? No. Yeah, I really don't want to start doing that today. I guess we will call the tow truck. That one sounds new. I believe that one is new. Alright, let me look at the map. And Reams is new, and what was the other one? Castle. Yeah, we haven't been there as well. We'll go ahead and do Castle then, I think. Is there any good roads to take between here and there? Not really. Just one little road, huh? Or if I go to Reams, I'll get that road as well as open up a new territory. I think we'll do Reams. Not going to pay very much, but alright. Yeah, only 7,000. That's alright. And since that is such a quick run, I might actually end up doing another one as well. Past it.